Today is the day where we'll be taking my 2013 Tesla Model S. We'll be taking it over to Highland Park Service Center, and we will be dropping this one off and driving out with our brand new 90D with autopilot. Now, I had a viewer request that they wanted to see what my seats look like after all these years. Now, 2.5 years, now a little over 2.5 years, and exactly, well, I hit 80,000 miles last night, so 80,000 miles, 2.5 years. Now, I did not use the jump seats as much as I originally anticipated. My kids are just a little too young yet, which we would have started, but I did not get them on the new one. But for starters, the seats are pretty much brand new. There are some dimples in the foam where the seat was folded up into the floor. Other than that, that'll probably pop out after a few days of being open. I just opened it up. I tried returning the car to as close to the same condition as it was when the day it was delivered to me. So trying to put everything pretty much as close as I can to how it looked. Now for the interior and the rear, I had two child seats, one on the back passenger side and one on the front passenger side. Let's look at where the child seat were. There's a little bit of a dimple here, just where the backrest of the seat was, and that was the one that was on the back seat. There's a little bit of a square here where the seat front sat, and other than that, there's really not any other damage that I can tell. And in fact, that will pop out after a day or two on a warm, sunny day, or if the car gets nice and toasty inside, because, well, I've done it before when kids were by Granny and Grandpa's house. Now, as for the seat wear, passengers always have sat pretty much on the driver's side rear, right there. And there's virtually no wear whatsoever. In fact, we just got back from a 2,500-mile road trip, and pretty much no wear. The only damage on any of my seats, really, is this tiny little puncture right there from when I had a window air conditioner in here that I was delivering to my ex-sister-in-law. So the rear seats are in excellent condition after 80,000 miles. And trust me, with two active kids and plenty of passengers coming in and out of my car, that is really good. Now, front seat. Front seat got a little more than the rear, just because it wasn't quite as designed for a child seat. Now, sides of the child seats were pressed down on the two edges here. You can see right there and right there. And a little square here, and that one's actually already starting to pop back out. Other than that, I did vacuum out and wipe them down, just because I didn't think you guys wanted to see all the crumbs on the video. And that's probably the worst of it right here, where the top of the child safety seat just kind of made a indentation on the foam. But that also is already starting to go away. Driver's seat, the most used seat in the house. Other than probably needing a good shampooing, I did wipe it down. It was pretty dirty from just regular use. The driver's seat shows no physical signs of wear. Just the textile seat, you can see there's a little bit of dirt in there. And I use this thing, 80,000 miles of use. It's quite a bit. So once again, the textile seats have held up spectacularly. Now in general, I'm not a fan of leather seats. And these are vinyl accented. And I got one of the few early models that had a full leather steering wheel without getting the extended Napa leather interior. But now, pretty much every light-colored leather seat I've seen ends up getting the coloring from your pants and clothes rubbed off on it. The dark ones, of course, avoid that. Now, I have had some loaners with leather seats, and with those loaners, I have noticed even though I only had each loaner for maybe a day or two. I think the longest I had one was a week. I noticed the car seats actually started stretching the actual leather material, and really did not go back too well. So I am going to have to say that with the car seat usage, that my car has gotten more of the extreme seat use compared to the normal car. And the textiles just hold up spectacularly. In fact, my replacement will have this textile as well. You can't even get the leather in the non-next gen seats. I wasn't a fan of the next gen seats either. Otherwise, I might have been tempted to go to leather if they had the original style seats in leather, but not anymore. So I give Tesla an A+ for seat and seat wear.